This is a chat GPT for Airbnb.
All right, testing, testing. Let's see. All right, it's 11:24 p.m. Special rail report time. Okay, and I think I see a friend live. Oh, he's not live. Okay, or whatever. Okay. So, uh yeah, you gotta wait, you gotta be patient. I know most of you people I'm talking to are New Yorkers. I know we're not patient, but sugar honey iced tea happens, okay? So the trains got screwed up again. We're gonna talk about the trains. Okay, so yeah. All right. So hope you're ready for it. Here we go. Teet, 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 teet. We're gonna start off on the subways. If I could get to the subways. Ha 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 ha. That's yeah, we'll get there. There we go. Yeah, that one we'll talk about. I'll talk about the transit guide later. Okay, so now you get to we get to know the codes. You have another opportunity to know what I'm talking about because the rail report is in a special kind of code. I abbreviate everything because these are my notes and I'm going to share it with you. So here it is. Okay. So this is covering from this past Monday all the way through Sunday, October 20th. All right, so we're going to start with the ongoing. This is through October 24th, and we're actually going to go to Brooklyn. So in Brooklyn, this is only for those who actually need the elevators. All right, for wheelchair accessibility. All elevators at Euclid Avenue are still under construction. They're still shut down, and you have to go to Utica. All right, and then you'll take a bus at Utica over here. So if you're coming from Euclid, you're gonna stay on the A or C. Then you're gonna go to Utica. Or if you're trying to get to Euclid and you're coming from the west or north, you're gonna get off at Euclid, not at no, get off at Utica, not at Euclid. Get off at Utica, then you take a shuttle bus to Euclid, and that's through 1024. Given this the MTA, it may take longer. Who knows? Okay, so the next thing is the air train, and this one I'm surprised. I'm actually going to check right now because this was not on the JFK Airport website. However, there were signs that showed that there is an advisory going on the air train. And it's weird. It's not showing the information here, but there is signage that says that AirTrain JFK will skip Terminal 1. What's going to happen is that there's no air train that will go around. There's one air train that only stays in the terminal. So now you're going to get air train coming from Jamaica and Howard Beach, this is my area, and then what it'll do is stop here, and then instead of going to Terminal 1, which usually that's the first terminal after, this is Federal Circle, by the way. This station's Federal Circle. So what it'll do is go to Terminal 8 first, then 7, 5, 4, and that's it. Terminal 1 and 2, it's basically Terminal 1. So they got rid of this station. All right. So I don't know why the MTA updates their maps regularly, so I don't understand why they forgot to get rid of this one. So you're going to only stop at these stations. And what you're going to do is, if you want to get to Terminal 1, there's a bus that runs between Federal Circle and Terminal 1. All right. So this is through October 24th at 11 a.m. Next thing is Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. And this one is on the 1 train, and this is at nighttime. We're going to switch over. Okay, let's zoom in. Okay, so for the 1 train, there is no 1 train between Dyckman Street here and 137th Street. So this section, Dyckman to 137th, this is shut down. All right. Southbound one will skip 207th Street. Buses will run between Dyckman Street here and 137th Street via Broadway. All right, so Broadway over here, Dyckman, and then 137th Street. And then there is another bus, and it's going to run on St. Nicholas, and it's going to be between 168th Street and 191st Street. So you have one shuttle bus here and another shuttle bus going down here. Next thing, also Monday to Friday, and this is 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. during the midday. So we're actually going to switch to our maps here, and this is for the Port Jervis line. So over here, so you're gonna take a bus at Ramsey Route 17. All right, which will replace the Port Jervis line north of Suffern. So from Ramsey Route 17, and then it's going to go. Next stop afterwards is Sloatsburg, and then etc., all the way to Port Jervis. All right. If you want to get off at Suffern, you take the train. So you take the Metro North or the New Jersey Transit. Basically the same thing because they both They both have a contract or something. Okay, so next thing, Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. This is through November 15th. And bus will replace the Long Island Railroad east of Ronkonkoma. So here, there's Ronkonkoma. Long Island Railroad will replace Long Island Railroad. No, sorry, bus will replace Long Island Railroad between Ronkonkoma and Greenport. So east of Ronkonkoma. All right. Next thing, we go to the subway because it's with the B and Q trains, and with the the B and Q trains. Oh boy, southbound B and Q will skip Church Avenue. In addition, that's through around December, late fall, around there. They didn't give me a specific date. Next thing, through January, or I think January next year. So the B and Q trains are local in Brooklyn, north of Kings. What I mean is north of Kings, so between Kings Highway and Manhattan Bridge. So it's local in Brooklyn, north of Kings. So north. Whoop. Okay, that's how it goes. Okay, so now you know how how to deal with my codes. All right. You know how to decode all this abbreviations and all that stuff. All right. Now, let's continue. We're still on the ongoing. This is also through January 31st. And for this one, eastbound J and Z trains, and we're going to actually move there. Let's go there. Eastbound J and Z trains skip Cypress Hills and 85th Street Forest Parkway. That's eastbound, okay, towards Jamaica. Q56 runs through that area or close to that area. Next thing, around March or so, we're going to go to the 7 train. So eastbound 7 train skips 82nd Street and 111th Street. Use Q32 or Q48, depending on the stations. Next thing is we're going to go to the path. Let's hope this works. So the path trains. Let's see. So let's see if it works. There we go. It works. Okay. So it might be a little smaller. So for the path trains, the it skips 9th Street and 23rd Street. If you can see it there. So this is at nighttime, 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Path skips 9th Street and 23rd Street. Actually, this is, yeah. So at nighttime, it'll be this service pattern. This is only for weeknights. Weekends is going to be a little different, and I will explain on the transit guide after we go through the rail report. Because it's a heavy one. It's a heavy rail report. Okay. But we got this, right? Yeah, we got this. We can manage. Okay, next thing. We're going to go back to this. We're going to go to Metro North. We're going to go back to Metro North. So where we're going to go is, this is still ongoing, and this is due to a weather-related event back in August. Back in August. I don't know what's going on there. So buses will replace Metro North, and it's between Bridgeport and Waterbury. So it'll replace the Waterbury branch. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. So we're gonna follow that one too. Okay, next thing, we're gonna go to New Jersey Transit. This one, not a big advisory. So this one is on the it's on the 14th. We skipped that. Today's the 16th, so it's okay. Sometimes you're going to have trains run between Hoboken or Secaucus Junction all the way to Meadowlands Sports Complex Station over here. So sometimes you're going to get that. the BetMGM Meadowlands Rail Line. This is not 24/7. This is only for events. So I'll post those when it's going to happen. Okay, let's go to the night subway. This is for weeknights, okay? 9:30 p.m. to 5 a.m. We're gonna go to the 4, 5, and 6 train. Southbound 4, 5, and 6 express between 125th Street and 42nd Street. It'll make a stop at 86th Street and 59th Street. Next thing, this is fast track. So just letting you know that there are no that the stations in along the Broadway line, the NQRW trains. So your Lexington Avenue, 59th Street, 5th Avenue, 57th Street, 7th Avenue, 49th Street, all throughout here, all throughout, all of it shut down. Anything NQR or W in Manhattan, except of course Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street, and northwards, due to fast track. So this is what's going to happen. All right. So N train will be split into two segments. So the first segment's between Ditmars Boulevard and Queensboro Plaza, and another one's between Court Square and Stillwell Avenue, which is over here. And southbound N is local in Brooklyn, but particularly between the Manhattan Bridge and 59th Street. But I say whole Brooklyn just for simplicity. All right. Okay, so the Q train, next thing, it's express, but it's going via the F and the B train. So it's between Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street. So follow the F until Rockefeller Center. Then it's going to go on the B as in boy. Okay. And then it's going to skip 23rd and 14th Streets. And then it's going to go follow the B all the way to DeKalb. Okay, both directions. Also through 11:45 p.m. So for a little bit, from 9:30 p.m. to around 11:45 p.m., our train is local in both directions. It's gonna be via the M trains. M is in Matthew. Okay. Now, we're gonna switch it up a bit because this is usually at nighttime. Okay. So the R is gonna go on the M between Queens Plaza. All right. And then it's going to go on the B at 34th Street. And then it's going to skip 23rd and 14th Streets. And then, actually, I'm sorry. It's going to go local. Right. Sorry. It's going to go local until West 4th Street. My apologies. So our train's going to be via the M between Queens Plaza and West 4th Street. And then after West 4th Street, it's going to go on the B train to DeKalb Avenue. And it's, by the way, both directions, okay, from DeKalb all the way to Queens Plaza. Okay. Oh, it says Atlantic. Oh, it doesn't matter. Same thing. So I'm gonna fix that one anyway. So it's DeKalb. Okay. Anyway, so just letting you know, there's going to be another update for the rail report on late Friday night or early Saturday morning. Okay, while I'm at Comic-Con. Okay, next one here. Oh, so it doesn't matter. You can put Atlantic, but DeKalb is actually more accurate. Okay, so but either way, they're gonna stop at both DeKalb and Atlantic. All right. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is still weeknights, and this is around 11:30 p.m. to 5 a.m. All right. All right, let's take a look. So this is only on the 16th, that's today, and the 17th, and that's tomorrow. So I gotta find that little cursor. Where's that cursor? Okay. Ah, there it is. There, much better. Okay. So on October 16th and 17th, northbound 2 and we're going to switch to nighttime mode. Northbound 2 in Manhattan is going to skip 79th Street and 86th Street on 10/16 through the 18th. There are no 3 trains at all. No 3 trains at all. But from 135th Street South, the 2 train will replace the 3, as you can see here, and the 4 train will replace the 3 east of Franklin Avenue. Just a reference. Okay, and for that remaining section here, the bus will run between 135th Street and 148th Street. Alternate buses are, which I'm going to put in right now, is M7/M102. Just so you know. All right. So those are the alternate buses. It's free transfer between subway and bus and subway, as you should know already. All right. Next thing, we will go to the 7 train. Okay, still nighttime. So on the 7 train, it says in my coding, bus replaces 7 train east of Metz. So the bus will replace this segment here between Metz Willets Point and Flushing Main Street. Next thing, on the D train's local north of 59th Street. What I mean is D will go local north of 59th, as in everything north of 59th Street, Columbus Circle. So we'll go local, both directions. Next thing, this is only for October 16th to 17th. We're gonna get to the G train, and on the G train, the G splits at Bedford Nostrand, and I will here it is. The G train splits at Bedford and Nostrand over here. So you're gonna have to transfer to continue your trip. Next thing, now this time it's going to be starting at 11:45 p.m. That's why I said it has varies on it. So there's no R trains north of Atlantic Avenue, Barclay Center. So R train's only going to run between Atlantic Avenue and Bay Ridge 95th Street. And it says here it's express in both directions north of 36th Street. So it's express between Atlantic Avenue and 36th Street in both directions. The next thing is we're going to get to the daytime. So this is a little different because we are doing this in chronological order. Usually on a weekday rail report, I put the daytime advisories first, but in this case, we are doing 7 days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, I'm sorry. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, 7 days. So it's the 14th to the 20th. Just a reminder. Okay, next thing. Let's scroll down. All right. Okay. All right. Daytime. So this is only for October 15th through the 18th. So on the 15th, October 15th, the BX39 replaces the 2 north of Nereid. Okay. This is over here. So BX39 runs on White Plains Road under the 2 and 5 trains, and it's going to replace the 2 north of Nereid Avenue. Next thing, on the 17th to the 18th, northbound 2 is express north of Gun Hill Road. So northbound 2 is express north of Gun Hill Road. We'll skip 219, 225th, 233rd, and Nereid Streets and Nereid Avenue. You can get to the Wakefield 241st Street and then transfer to a southbound 2 train, or you can take the BX39 at Gun Hill Road or at Gun Hill Road, because northbound's express. Okay, so next thing is the 4 train, southbound 4 train is express north of Kingsbridge, so it's going to skip southbound. So Manhattan-bound, southbound 4 trains will skip Marshall Loop Parkway and Bedford Park Lehman College. Bedford Park Boulevard Lehman College. Next thing, F train. Oh, this one's been going on for a while. So southbound F trains express between 18th Avenue and Kings Highway. So it's gonna skip Avenue I, Bay Parkway, Avenue N, and Avenue P. The next thing is Long Island Railroad. So eastbound Long Island Railroad is express between Jamaica and Belrose. So we will switch over. Let's to Long Island Railroad. There it is. So we're going to this between Jamaica and Belrose. So it's going to skip Hollis, Belmont Park, and Elmont UBS Arena. Okay. However, you can use your tickets to cross honor at any of the MTA buses. Next thing, we're gonna go to weekends. So this will start Friday night, 9:30 p.m. until October 21st at 5 a.m. So let's scroll down there. Okay, so southbound 4, 5, and 6 trains will skip 68th Street, Hunter College. So southbound 4, 5, and 6 will skip 68th Street, Hunter College. Next thing is northbound 6 trains express between Hunts Point Avenue, which is here, Hunts Point Avenue and Parkchester. The next thing, the anxiety train, my train, will replace the S train south of Broad Channel. So we'll go from Broad Channel to Rockaway Park Beach 116th Street. A shuttle bus will replace this section of the anxiety train, the A train, between Beach 90th Street and Mott Avenue. Q22 will also stops along the Rockaway Peninsula between Beach 116th Street, even though it goes further than that, but it also stops at Beach 116th Street, makes stops on Rockaway Beach Boulevard, and then also stops at Mott Avenue as well. So that's another alternative there. And there are only 2 train stations that are wheelchair accessible: Mott Avenue and Beach 116th Street. So also Q22 is also wheelchair accessible. All buses are wheelchair accessible. So those are the connections you can make. All right. Next thing, eastbound A and C trains will skip Ralph and Rockaway Avenues. Also, southbound A trains will go local between 59th Street and Canal Street. So we'll make all stops between 59th Street and Canal Street. Northbound A and C trains will stop at 155th and 163rd Streets. Next thing is a C train. This one is going to go via the D and F trains. It's going to be local, okay? It's going to go via the D between 59th Street and 34th Street. And then between 34th Street and J, it'll go on the F train, as you see here. Next thing is southbound F trains express between J Street and Kings Highway. So it will skip Bergen, Carroll, Smith, 9th Street, 4th Avenue. It will make a stop at 7th Avenue. And after, it'll make a stop at Church Avenue. And then after that, after Church Avenue, it will make a stop at Bay Parkway. And I'm sorry, 18th Avenue, not Bay Park, 18th Avenue. 18th Avenue. Then after 18th Avenue, be expressed to Kings Highway. So not a lot of express stops here between J Street and Kings Highway. You think you may go fast, but if there's construction, it's very likely you may slow down. So just don't get too excited. All right. Next thing is there's no G train south of Hoyt, Skirmerhorn. And it still splits at Bedford Nostrand over here. Also, next thing, except for 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., this is going to be happening starting on this Friday night until 5 a.m. on Monday, October 21st. Westbound Long Island Railroad is express west of Jamaica. So we'll get there. Yeah, here we go. So Long Island Railroad goes express west of Jamaica, all right, to either Grand Central or Penn Station, except for Port Washington. So Port Washington, it will make a stop at Woodside. However, all trains coming from Jamaica westbound will skip Kew Gardens, Forest Hills, and Woodside. All right, so that's the starting at 9:30 p.m. to 5 a.m. We're going to go to the next section, and this is from 11:30 p.m. on Friday night, this Friday night, until 5 a.m. on Monday morning, October 21st. Next thing is there are no 4 and 5 trains south of Bowling Green. Go to Fulton Street and take the 2 and 3 trains, because the 2 and 3 trains will replace the 4 and 5. So the 2 will replace the 5, and the 3 will replace the 4. Next thing is the 7 train. By the way, 7 train is going to go to Hudson Yards this weekend, and also on weekdays as well until the 20th. And it's just that this train will not go to Flushing, okay? It will not go past Metz Willets Point. So there will still be a bus running between Metz Willets Point and Flushing Main Street. Next thing is the J train. There's no J train west of Hughes Street. And there's a bus that runs between Hughes Street and Delancey Street, Essex Street. There's also a bus, and this bus is B39, and this one actually runs between Marcy Avenue, the Williamsburg Bridge Bus Plaza, and it runs between that, the Marcy Avenue, and Delancey Street. It's not too big of a walking distance between Hughes and Marcy Street. However, Hughes is not a wheelchair accessible station, so that's an issue there. All right. Next thing. Okay. On Friday the 18th, so the westbound L train on Friday, October 18th will skip Jefferson westbound. And then on the 19th, this Saturday, eastbound will skip Jefferson Street, and this will start 11:45 p.m. until 12 p.m. the next day. So, a little more than 12 hours. Next thing, northbound N&R trains express. Oh, we're gonna get to Manhattan. Northbound N&R trains express between Canal Street and 34th Street. However, on the Q train, so northbound Q is express via the B and F trains. How does it go? It will start at DeKalb Avenue. It will go on the B line to Rockefeller Center. So it's going to go express in 6th Avenue and under 6th Avenue. And then it's going to merge with the F after Rockefeller Center. So it'll be on the F between Rockefeller Center and Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street, and it'll resume its regular route. They should get this Q train extended really fast, ASAP. Go up here, go to 125th Street, Lexington Avenue, and then go all the way to 125th Street and Broadway. We need that Q train to do that. We seriously do. And then build out the entire 2nd Avenue subway on a warp speed, high speed. Taking forever, taking more than 100 years. What's going on here? Okay. Next thing, this one will start on October 19th. All right, so here we go. And this is 12:45 a.m. until October 21st, 1 a.m. So buses will replace Long Island Railroad. This is a weird one, actually. Oh, not this one. Buses will replace Long Island Railroad east of, I can't even see it, east of Bayside. Here's the tricky part. So Bayside is here. It will not stop at any of the stations except for Manhasset, Bayside. Oh, actually, the buses will only stop the buses. Rather, let me rephrase this: the buses that run between Bayside and Port Washington over here. So the buses that run east of Bayside, they'll only stop at Bayside, Manhasset, and Port Washington. That's it. Plan Dome is hard to get to because of the parkways have those lower ceilings, so the buses couldn't travel through. So it's gonna be a little tough on on this part. Next thing is starting this Saturday, 3:30 a.m. So starting this October 19th, Saturday, 3:30 a.m. all the way to Sunday, October 20th, 10 p.m. We get to the 2 and 5 trains. No, it's during the day and night. This is what's going to happen in the Bronx. Okay, so the 2 trains in both directions will replace the 5 trains east of 149th Street Grand Concourse. So it's going to go, the 2 train will replace the 5 between 149th Street and Eastchester Dyer Avenue. So you may ask, what happened to the 5 train? So now the 5 train will not, there are no 5 trains any further than 149th Street Grand Concourse. So that's why I said 2 replaces 5 east of 149th Street Grand Concourse. Okay, so here it is. I can get this window. So here it is. And then northbound 5 trains skip 138th Street Grand Concourse. Buses will replace the regular 2 line north of East 180th Street. So the shuttle buses will run between East 180th Street and Wakefield to 141st Street. Alternate bus route is BX39, of course, which runs on White Plains Road under the 2 and 5 trains. Next thing, we will go to New Jersey Transit. This schedule is also a little weird, and this is on the Gladstone branch. Here's the Gladstone branch. So this is only for Saturday, October 19th. So bus will replace New Jersey Transit, Gladstone branch west of Summit. This is Summit over here, and at 5:30 a.m. to 3:30 a.m. the buses will stop between Summit and Gladstone. Because of some event, all right, from 7:30 a.m. to 8:50 p.m. Buses will run between Far Hills and Gladstone. And then there's going to be special service between Far Hills and either Hoboken or Penn Station. All right, check your schedules. However, if the train does not go past Broad Street, then at least you have this train. You also have the Morristown line as well to take care of that slack. All right. And lastly, so there will be 2 instances where New Jersey Transit will run trains between Hoboken or Secaucus Junction and the Meadowland. And this is probably for a game. Okay. So that's the gist of it. That's the update. And this update is as of October 14th. All right. I hope this clears everything up. And if you have any questions, you'll find me on Instagram. And I will see you at New York Comic Con. See you then. All right. And in the words, it's been a while since I've said this, so I'll say this. In the words of one of my mods, Dollar Runner, please, 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 always take care of yourself and always stay safe and healthy as always. Y en las palabras de Doctora Ana María Polo, he dicho, ¡Boom! Transmisión cerrada. See you. See you in the next stream. All right. Bye.